Very good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Sports Tonight. This is the Tuesday night edition of the show. It's a special day. We like to start by saying Happy Children's Day to the kids. And of course, you know what that means. Also, talk about what happened just a couple of hours ago. The finals of the 2014 Channels National Kids Cup. Season 6 came to a close a few hours ago, and would you believe it? It was an exciting time at the Teslim Balogun Stadium. That, of course, will be one of the major talking points on the program tonight. And that is why I'm starting with some key members of the main organizing committee on Sports Tonight this Tuesday. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for the opportunity to walk into your homes without knocking on the door. And thank you for being there for us. My name is Tony Ibitoye. I'm not alone. Austin Okonakpan starts off the show with me. Dumnodi Okonta also starts off the show with me, and the reason is simple. We are going to start the show off with what just ended at the Teslim Balogun Stadium, the finals of the 2014 Channels National Kids Cup. Let me welcome Austin. Dumnodi. Well, let me congratulate you guys, first of all. Months, weeks, days, hours, minutes of hard work have culminated in what we had today. I don't know whether you guys still have your voices. I think it's fitting the way it ended today.
And just in the words of the governor of Lagos State, Babatunde Fashola, he says we deserve commendation because we made the guys cry and laugh. I think that was really deep because the competition ended in a very emotional way. Not just emotional, it also exposed the fact that we've been saying these kids are talented. You were there, you saw how competitive it was. Both games, the third place and the finals, these kids understand what it means to go all the way to fight. So we did see goals onto the penalties. And for the finals, what a way
to end it all.
To end it. Was
Before we go to bring the highlights now, Dumnodi, let me also allow you to say, because you have been working more on the technical area, picking out the best players, the best 11, the best goalkeeper, something more technical. That's what you've been working on. But it was a very close game. Third place final, settled on penalties. The main game settled on penalties. A lot of the games during the knockout stage, penalties. Very different from what we used to have, where you will have huge goal margin and all of that. It means this competition is getting closer, tighter, getting better year after year.
And the beauty of it is that a team that started with us in the second edition, they crashed out. They were close last year. They
taking
came
one step better year after year.
Yes, last year they were one of the representatives from
Lagos.
Now they got to the final, they won. So it means that
that's story bad. You have to mention the name of the school as well.
They won. So for those of us watching, they know the story bad. But let's emphasize this one important thing, that you come in. You don't say because I lost the first. There are some schools that after the first edition they said
they refused to continue.
They felt there was nothing to play for. But this is story bad. They started the second edition. Here they are, 2014 champions of the channel. That's the Channels National Kids Cup. This is a competition involving 11 other schools from different states of the federation.
Echo for the first time. Before now, the talk was after he went national last year, Lagos teams were a shadow of themselves. But this year, Dumnodi, third place Lagos, second place Lagos, final Lagos. What's the secret? These Lagos guys really came strong this year.
Yeah, they came strong. Well, we have to give credit to the Lagos people. Last year they had 4, none got to the semi-final. Now they had
this year 5. They had 5, 3.
Of course, 3 got to the
top 3.
Of course, in the top 3, and the 4th that could have gotten close.
Lost on penalties.
Not lost on penalties. One lost to another Lagos team in the final group phase.
2 Lagos teams met
in the final group phase, and it was one howler from the goalkeeper. One has to drop off. So I think for the Lagos, they have to take lessons from this. That if you don't win, you keep coming up. Next year, it might not be Lagos, it might be elsewhere. But the fact is that you keep trying. And like what we saw,
knocking on the door.
Agua and only Trinity were close to getting to the semi-final. They crashed out in the quarterfinal. This year, Agua crashed out in the semi-final. It was a bitter metal that got straight to the final. And we've seen story about that nobody expected to have even gotten to this phase. Because if you have to go back to how we started and say, okay, let's put the tournament favorites. Only Toy Bat won't fall in. But look how they went to to the final.
Let me take it from where Zoom Nodi stopped, talking about Toibat. I call them the comeback kings. So in the Lagos preliminaries, they were playing, they were losing 1-0 to Goodness and Mercy. Then they came back 1-1. And then Goodness and Mercy got a penalty that Okechukwu didn't score. I think it's the last minute. And then Toibat got the chance and they scored. That game ended 2-1. They came back in the Nationals. They played 2-2 with Research Model School. It's about one of the best technical sides. The school from Kaduna.
Very good side.
Now, they didn't just play 2-2. They were 2 goals down. Toibat. Now, I'm just trying to let us understand the character that is in that team. They were 2 goals down. Then they came back, played 2-2, and then won on penalties. It didn't end there. In the semi-finals with IMG Oyo, they were trailing 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 2-2. Final minute, 3-2. And then that was how they knocked out IMG to go to the third place, and then they qualified for the final. So, you see, game after game, Toibat was improving.
Comeback
you know, and let me emphasize something that Lagos State is doing that is very, commendable. The Ibile games, the Dawn games, even if teams are not participating, grassroots football is getting mentions. Teams in the schools, they are seeing reason why they should come together as a team, play football, and particularly when they know that they have a football-loving governor, a sports-loving governor, let me say it that way, that can come out to support if you are doing well. That's why we're seeing this change in Lagos football. And there's more to come, because if you look at these teams and you see the hunger, the bites to want to get results, they'll do good football.
Well, for those of you who have sent in a lot of your messages to us via Twitter, because we were watching it live on Channels TV, it was also streaming live. And so everybody from across the globe was able to keep track of these talents that we'll be talking about. Let's just formalize this and tell you that we need to hear from you. Tell us what you feel. Those of you who saw it live on Channels TV when the game was live, those of you who saw online, those of you watching us from across the globe, just tell us what you feel about it. Give us your opinion. Tell us what you feel about the Channels National Kids Cup, Channels 2014 edition, Season 6 of the competition. Tell us about it and take advantage of the platform showing on your screen, on Facebook, on Twitter. Let us know exactly what you are saying about this edition of the competition. It was a clean sweep for Lagos, first, second, third. And I'm sure other states, a lot of calls already coming in about states that want to be part of Season 7 in 2015. But that's still not too long away from now, but preparations will begin in earnest. But talk to us. Let's know what you feel about all of these issues as we go along on the show. What we're going to be doing now is to just bring you highlights of how it ended today, the final match between Toibat Nursery and Primary School and Ebute Metta Nursery and Primary School. Exciting game of football. At that level, this is more like a World Cup final. Sit back, enjoy the highlights. We'll come back and talk some more around Channels National Kids Cup Season 6 on Sports Tonight. Join us again.
This is interesting. And this is a penalty. He scored. Penalty, and it goes in for Ebute Metta. Courageous kick. Very, very confident. Beautiful goal. And no winner yet. We still have to wait. But we are in sudden death. So close to it. So close to the final. So close to getting a new champion after the great primary school of Warri. Toibat of Lagos against Ebute Metta. And we are having fun at the Teslim Balogun Stadium. And I hope wherever you're watching Channels Television globally, I'm sure you're equally excited by the talent these young footballers are displaying here. Fantastic talent. A chance. Toibat scores. Yes. Toibat scores. So, what happens? Anybody that misses, then you can be sure it is all over. And you can see the Toibat fans pressure very happy. Metta now, because the player must convert this. If he doesn't convert it, then it means Toibat will be the new champions. But if he converts it, then the wait will have to be a bit longer. So, prayers still on, and penalty is taken, and he scored beautifully. Soliu Isak with the goal. And you wonder why that young player is crying that profusely. He's the reserve goalkeeper for Toibat, so he's really praying that you guys, please miss your sports kick, let us win. Okay. Prayer prayer to prayer, because I know some other groups are praying. Save it, and or you score. Wow. Ooh,
And the camera.
Our camera's really closing up on him. And this Toybats player, he takes his time. He dresses back so far. Will he get it? Will he score?
He
Look at that. He has lost it. Pressure on Toybats. And this young man summarizes the mood right here at the Tesla Balogun Stadium. What is this?
Another jackpot for Ebutemeta. They have a chance. If they score, they will be winners of the 2014 Channels Kids Cup.
This young player, Alimat, has every moment of going into history as a player. That is the captain himself. Will he score? Will he deliver? Oh no! He has blown it again.
And this guy is still thanking
He's
God.
relieved. Thank you,
What
Father.
is happening, Raymond?
He's saying thank you, Father. And so everybody back to life.
The coach is stunned. And
What,
it's very
what a story here at the Tesla Balogun Stadium. Quite dramatic. And a Navy final. Navy penalty shootout.
That's the word, Raymond. That's the word.
Salami will come. Sudden death, don't forget. If you miss, then you pipe pressure on your opponent. You pipe pressure on your team, rather.
He's crying already.
Look at this again.
They are going to lose.
Oh,
It's from Toybat.
it's quite
already.
emotional. Toybat's player.
Oh, boy.
The referee takes
It's time.
offense his number. I hope this wouldn't bring additional pressure. Writing at this point, man.
It will bring, because it will actually destabilize the guy that wants to, take the spot kick. But, well, let's see.
But if you're a good footballer, you always score.
They're still young kids, Raymond.
What about the elders that miss penalties?
They are still kids. They are
Oh,
still
those ones are
All right. I'm not talking about the elders. I'm talking about
all right.
the kids we've seen. Yes.
And this is Toybat's player not going too far before. Okay, he eventually goes back. And let's
He
see what
should
he will
score.
do. Will he score?
He should
Will he
score.
miss? And he
And he
scores
scores well.
excellently. Beautiful goal from him. Beautiful goal from him.
Pressure back on Ebutemeta.
Yes. Butemeta. And Butemeta coming with this opportunity.